Hey guys, what's baking? Happy Sunday. It's Chris here, and today marks the start of Turtle Talk Week. I'm going to do a different episode every day about a different incarnation of Ninja Turtles. And today's episode is going to be about the original animated series that aired between 1987 and 1996. I'm going to start with a little tidbit of information that not everybody knows. This was the first time that the Turtles appeared with different colored bandanas. Up until this point, they had all had red bandanas in the comic books. They thought it would be easier for people to tell the Turtles apart if they were able to distinguish them by the color of their bandana. So that's what they did, and it really worked. I mean, who doesn't know the Ninja Turtle colors? You guys know the Ninja Turtle colors, right? Okay, moving on. So yeah, basically the cartoon was a lot different than the comic book. The comic was kind of serious, and the animated series was hilarious. The Turtles were very funny, silly, pizza-obsessed turtles in a half shell, always willing to spit out corny one-liners. Michelangelo was the goofy, party crazy guy. Leonardo was the only somewhat serious one of the bunch, being the leader. I guess he kind of had that responsibility and had to be serious. Raphael was the witty, sarcastic one, and then Donatello was still kind of funny, and he was the tech guy. Their roles, I guess, changed somewhat in different incarnations, but I'm not really going to talk about that today. I'm just going to talk about this one. The original animated series has a lot of classic characters, like Bebop and Rocksteady, Shredder's two bumbling henchmen. Bebop was a mutated warthog guy, and Rocksteady was a rhinoceros. They were completely incompetent. Totally useless. I think maybe in the first episode, they might have gotten it over on the Turtles with brute strength for a little bit, and then pretty much every time after that, the Turtles just whipped them easily. The Bebop and Rocksteady became more of a joke than actual threats to the Turtles. There's also Krang. Krang came from Dimension X. I believe he was a warlord there. And then for some reasons, I believe that had to do with the Technodrome. He was banished to Earth and stripped of his reptilian body, and left with just the Krang that we know, with the brain and the little tentacles. Eventually, he does have a robot body that he controls, sits in his stomach and controls him through that. At one point, I'm not really sure the series of events that lead to this, but he meets Shredder, and they form an alliance, and always try to take out the Turtles to very little success. Shredder, also known as Oroku Saki, was almost always, the main antagonist of Ninja Turtles. I believe there are a couple where they changed that so that he is not. Another little tidbit of information, Shredder was voiced by somebody that we almost all know and love, and a lot of you may know who this is, and a lot of you may not know who this is, but I almost guarantee if you don't know who this is, you will never guess. It is James Avery. And if you don't know who James Avery is, that's Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yes, Uncle Phil voiced Shredder. And I believe once Shredder left the series and Lord Dreg became the main antagonist, James Avery also voiced him. He didn't even change the voice. He used the same voice he used for Shredder on Lord Dreg. But that's some of what I wanted to talk to you about Ninja Turtles today. I guess another thing I wanted to mention is how some of the characters were not originally, or some of the action figures were not originally characters in the series. Some of the figures, I believe Genghis Frog being one of them, The punk turtle, or the punk frogs, they were all released as action figures, and then after that, they were written into the show. So that's kind of neat. I don't know how many shows do that or used to do that, but I think that's kind of cool. Give you an opportunity, or I guess not an opportunity. It was fun to have that character, have that toy, and then see him on the show and know nothing about him until then. But anyways, guys, that might be it for today. If you have any suggestions on which incarnation of the Ninja Turtles you would like to hear about tomorrow, and if you have any suggestions on what you would like to hear me talk about Ninja Turtles tomorrow, leave those down in the comment section below. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, because I always appreciate that. And if you don't mind sharing it around, if you don't know this, you're new to the channel, I'm trying to hit 50 subscribers before I reveal the new channel logo, which a good buddy of mine designed for me. When I reveal that, I will give him credit for that, absolutely. But let's share this around. I believe we're at 39 subs now, and we're trying to get to 50 before we release that new logo. And I really don't want to have it sitting around for too long, because I'm super, super excited to show you guys. I think you're all going to really love it. So yeah, please share the video. Please subscribe to the channel. That's the most important right now, so we can get to 50 and get that new logo up there. I want to see that in the corner of the video every time. I want you guys to see it. So until next time, guys, stay crispy.